All right, let's jump right in. You know that feeling when you put on a new pair of glasses for the first time? The whole world just snaps into focus. Suddenly you see individual leaves on trees, not just a green blob. Well, that's exactly what we're talking about today, but for your fiber network. It's about going from a fuzzy, kind of blurry view to a super sharp, high-definition picture of everything. So let me ask you a question. Is your network really, truly in focus? Or are you kind of squinting at the details, trying to piece things together from information that's maybe a little outdated, a little blurry? It's a huge question because honestly, you just can't manage what you can't clearly see. And this is where you really see the difference. On the one hand, you've got the old way of doing things, right? Static, blurry plans, lots of guesswork, data all over the place. But then you've got the Zonedge way. We're talking a dynamic HD vision. You stop guessing and you start seeing what's actually happening right now, all from one single source of truth. So let's talk about that a little more. What we call the blurry network problem. You know that feeling, right? That frustration when you have to make a big decision, but the info you have is just fuzzy. It's that constant low-grade headache you get from trying to manage something you can't ever get a really clear look at. And this quote, this just says it all. This is from a real client, and it's that aha moment. It's that feeling you get after you finally see with clarity, and you look back and think, how on earth did I do my job before? You realize you were basically flying half blind. And the thing is, it's a super common problem, but it's one we to absolutely solve. So how do we fix it? Well, let's get your network into high definition. This is where Zonedge mapping comes into play. Think of it like putting on a pair of smart glasses that brings your entire network into sharp, undeniable focus. So what is it exactly? Well, Zonedge mapping is a dynamic visualization tool. Its whole job is to take all that complicated network data, the stuff that's usually hidden away in spreadsheets, and turn it into a clear, real-time HD view. It's not just some static map. It's more like an interactive lens that lets you see and understand everything instantly. And the results are immediate. All of a sudden, your strands and cables are as sharp as a 4K photo. Your equipment is perfectly clear. The difference between a distribution and a service cable, it's completely obvious. All your assets are right there, geo-referenced on whatever map view makes the most sense to you. Satellite, street, you name it. Okay, but here's the thing. This is not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Your organization has its own priorities, its own way of looking at the world, so your network map should reflect that. This is all about tailoring the vision to your specific rules and needs. You are in complete control, and it's really simple. First, you just select the exact data you want to see. Then, you choose your own custom symbols and styles. Want to make critical assets glow red? Go for it. Finally, you save that view as your own unique map. It's your network, seen your way. But hey, what if you're in a hurry? You need answers, like yesterday. No problem. There's a whole library of pre-built maps designed by experts. Need to see saturation rates by sector? There's a map for that. Deployment status? Market penetration? Just click, and the insight is right there in front of you.
Now, this is where it gets really, really powerful, because the true magic isn't just seeing the physical stuff more clearly. It's about visualizing the data that's normally invisible, all that information buried in spreadsheets. It's kind of like giving your network X-ray vision.
So take something like cable saturation. Normally, that's just a number in a spreadsheet, right? But here, it becomes a story. You can instantly see that Sector A is almost at capacity, while Sector C has tons of room to grow. You don't have to decipher the data, you just see it, and that turns raw numbers into intelligence you can act on. And here's a perfect everyday example. Your project manager asks, hey, can we connect a new client on Industrial Boulevard? Instead of digging through files for an hour, you just glance at your map. You see the number, 12 available fibers. The answer is yes, and you know it in seconds. That is the power of clarity in action. So, what does a typical day look like with this kind of vision? It's completely transformative. By 8:20 a.m., you've seen the project progress and already adjusted your priorities for the week. Before 10, you've confirmed service for a new customer. By lunch, you've verified capacity for a huge client. Decisions that used to take hours of research now take minutes, even seconds. Which brings us to the most important point. When this level of clarity is actually possible, why would anyone choose to stay in the blur?
Why keep squinting at your network with old tools when a perfect high-definition view is right there?
Look, your network is a massive multi-million-dollar investment. It is the lifeblood of your operation. An asset that valuable and that critical shouldn't be managed through a fog of uncertainty. It deserves to be seen with perfect clarity, period. And that's the fundamental shift we're talking about. It's moving from I think we have capacity to I clearly see we have 12 fibers ready to go. It's trading guesswork for certainty. It's trading assumptions for confident, data-driven action.
So the only question left is for you. Are you ready to finally take off the old, scratched up glasses and see your network as it truly is? Are you ready to upgrade your vision from 480p to 4K?
Start designing, operating, and innovating your fiber optic network today.